very important element of time management called time clustering. Time management technologies offer many tricks, but today I'll tell you only about time clustering. So, time clustering is a very powerful and important tool. There are tons of studies that proven that switching between tasks reduce your efficiency by 25 to 30%. So you're 30% less effective. And you likely notice this yourself. Imagine you're in the middle of the meeting or working on a task like reading a report and you get interrupted. Well, it takes time to get back into the flow. You have to, reconcentrate, you have to reread, rethink, and reprocess everything. And every time your attention switches, you lose 25 to 30% of your time just to refocus on what you were doing before. Now, by simply implementing this time clustering I'm talking about, you can immediately boost your efficiency by the same percent. And this is just one benefit of clustering. Minimizing task switching issues. Clustering eliminates the losses caused by switching between tasks, again, automatically increasing your productivity. Second benefit is allocating resources effectively. Many people set goals but fail to allocate resources, especially main resource time for their goals. Clustering basically solves this issue by creating time blocks dedicated to specific tasks or specific aspects of your life. For example, if you're here, you've probably seen the so-called balance wheel, where people aim to dedicate more time to family, more time to work, hobbies, some social activities. But unfortunately, for most, it remains just a plan on a paper. The balance wheel won't achieve it itself, because what you have to do, you must allocate resources, especially, again, time, to each area of your life, if you want to, of course. So time clustering helps you automatically achieve balance in your life. Now let's talk about how to implement it in your daily life. I talked to some of my friends and I see that many business people often perform tasks in the wrong order of priority, from my point of view. Some say you should handle the most important task first. Some say that you should start with the hardest ones, like eat the frog. So here is what I recommend. I typically focus on completing the most important tasks during the most productive hours, which are typically individual. For example, if it's a thinking intensive task, the best time is right after you wake up, but definitely not after you had lunch. And each type of task should be done as in the best time for this. And again, clustering helps you to organize this effectively. How do I implement it in my life? So how do I cluster my day? I divide my day into clusters as following. Once I'm waking up, I'm having a personal time from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. So this is time I typically dedicate solely to myself. I handle some planning, I'm reviewing my goals, making sure my goals are still relevant. I like this concept of dynamic goals, dynamic planning, because honestly, there is no use chasing goals that are no longer meaningful for you. I also use this time for optimization of the task, like trying to see what I can automate, how I can improve my workflow, and so on. Then I have a work time, typically from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So this, for me, is a prime time for analytical tasks. Some decision making, content creation, such as this one today. It's when my brain is at peak efficiency, so I reserve it for the most demanding activities. Then follows a social time. After lunch, from 2 to 6 p.m. So this time I'm dedicating to meetings, I'm doing Zoom calls, I'm interacting with my team, and this period aligns with lower mental activity, which is ideal for communication, which is ideal for collaboration for me. And after 6 p.m. I'm trying to stop working and dedicate this time to my family and friends. So typically from 6 to 10 p.m. it's time to spend time with my family and friends, like we're watching movies, we're having dinner, or just spending quality time together. Typically it's the most calm part of the day, and it's perfect for unwinding and thinking about everything that happened. So what are the benefits of this system? Again, it minimizes the task switching. So you're grouping small activities like decision making in the morning, meetings in the afternoon. And that helps you to avoid the inefficiency of constantly changing gears. What really works in the system for me is that it helps me to build life balance automatically. So it's just making sure you allocate time to every aspect of your life. It's like personal life, work, social life, family, friends, and all these clusters are not overlapping. Also, what works here for me, it improves my priorities, improves my organization in general, because it prevents one type of task from consuming time which is meant for another. So it helps me to stay organized and focused. And it's not only for daily planning, because I also use it for weekly planning, monthly, and even yearly. I can give you an example. So for the entire year, I start by marking personal trips and family events in the calendar. Then I add work-related events. So it helps me to see if I dedicate enough time to my family. Also, it ensures that personal and family commitments are prioritized, and work is typically planned around these activities. Now, monthly clustering. I block time for major goals and tasks for the months, so I know when I'll be completing one or another task. And then it goes to weekly clustering and daily clustering, which I already explained how I do this. So each week I typically set one key goal for myself, and each day I aim to accomplish one significant task. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Please don't forget to like and follow. Thank you.